What's happening right now in the AI industry isn't just growth, it's an explosion. We're witnessing the most dramatic technological transformation in human history, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. Just 5 years ago, AI was a novelty. Today, it's the foundation of a multi-trillion-dollar revolution reshaping every industry on Earth. In 2026, the artificial intelligence market isn't just growing, it's accelerating at speeds that make the dot-com boom look slow. Companies are doubling, tripling, even quadrupling their valuations in months, not years. These aren't just tech companies anymore. They're the architects of our future reality. But here's what nobody's talking about. While everyone obsesses over big names, there's an entire ecosystem of AI companies growing so fast, they're rewriting business rules themselves. Companies you've never heard of are securing billion-dollar valuations overnight. Startups founded 18 months ago now compete with decades-old tech giants. So whether you're an investor seeking opportunities, an entrepreneur understanding market direction, or someone wanting to comprehend the force changing everything, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the fastest-growing AI companies in 2026. Not just who they are, but why they're exploding and what it means for us. Let's dive in.
One, OpenAI, the unstoppable titan.
OpenAI isn't just growing, it's operating on a completely different scale that redefines what technology company growth means. As of early 2026, annual recurring revenue crossed $10 billion, with quarter-over-quarter growth rates that continue to stagger industry analysts and competitors alike. GPT-5's release didn't just iterate on previous models, it fundamentally changed what people thought possible with artificial intelligence, expanding capabilities in reasoning, multimodal understanding, and real-world task completion. But here's what makes OpenAI truly remarkable beyond the headline numbers: strategic diversification. This isn't just a chatbot company anymore. It's evolved into a full-spectrum AI platform touching every corner of the technology ecosystem. Over 80% of Fortune 500 companies now use their enterprise solutions for everything from customer service to internal knowledge management. Their API serves billions of daily requests from applications most users never realize are AI-powered. Custom model training and fine-tuning services command premium prices that seemed absurdly high just 2 years ago, but now represent standard enterprise spending. 3 interconnected factors drive this explosive growth trajectory. First, continuous model improvement keeps opening entirely new use cases. Capabilities impossible 6 months ago become routine, expanding the addressable market constantly. Second, powerful network effects emerge as more developers build on their platform, creating ecosystem lock-in that compounds advantages. Third, enterprise trust and brand recognition position OpenAI as the safe, reliable choice for risk-averse corporations making their first major AI investments. The financial trajectory suggests a valuation approaching $150 billion by end of 2026, potentially cementing its position as one of the world's most valuable private companies and a serious candidate for the largest tech IPO in history.
2. Anthropic, the rising challenger. Anthropic has emerged as OpenAI's most formidable and serious competitor, with revenue growth exceeding 300% year-over-year and momentum that shows no signs of slowing. Their strategic approach differs fundamentally from the market leader. While OpenAI went broad, building everything for everyone, Anthropic went deliberately deep, focusing obsessively on safety, reliability, interpretability, and constitutional AI principles that embed values directly into model behavior. Claude 4's release marked a genuine turning point in the competitive landscape, not just matching, but often exceeding OpenAI's capabilities on multiple critical benchmarks. More importantly for enterprise adoption, Claude's dramatically extended context window of 200,000 tokens plus and superior reasoning capabilities opened use cases that were simply impossible with other models, particularly in legal document analysis, scientific research synthesis, and complex business strategy development. The customer base tells the growth story. Major financial institutions like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, leading healthcare providers managing sensitive patient data, and multiple government agencies have either switched to or strategically added Anthropic alongside existing AI providers. Their unwavering focus on explainability and interpretability made Claude the strongly preferred choice for highly regulated industries that need transparent, defensible, auditable AI decisions where black box answers create unacceptable legal and compliance risks. Recent funding rounds pushed Anthropic's valuation past $40 billion, with current growth trajectory suggesting $60 to $70 billion by year's end as enterprise contracts expand and new verticals open. they've definitively proved a crucial market lesson. You don't need to be first to win decisively. You need to solve the specific problems that actually matter most to customers, willing to pay premium prices for solutions that work reliably in their context.
3. Perplexity AI. Search reimagined. Perplexity AI went from ambitious startup to legitimate Google competitor seemingly overnight, fundamentally reimagining how humans interact with information. Their AI-powered conversational search engine captured what Google's traditional model completely missed. Modern users don't want 10 blue links requiring additional clicks and evaluation. They want direct, comprehensive answers backed by credible sources and delivered in natural, conversational language that actually addresses their intent. The growth metrics tell an extraordinary story. Query volume exploded from millions to billions monthly in less than 18 months. The platform now serves over 100 million monthly active users, with retention rates and engagement metrics suggesting that people aren't just trying it, they're making it their primary search tool for research, work tasks, and general information needs. But the real revenue story lies in enterprise adoption. Perplexity Pro subscriptions became essential infrastructure for knowledge workers, researchers, analysts, journalists, and professionals needing reliable, properly cited information delivered fast without wading through SEO-optimized content farms and advertising clutter. Their valuation trajectory soared past $10 billion in early 2026, with industry analysts now suggesting $20 billion or higher by year's end, as both consumer and enterprise segments continue accelerating. Perhaps most telling, major publishers like Time Magazine, Fortune, and Der Spiegel, who initially resisted and even threatened legal action, now actively partner with Perplexity, finally recognizing that intelligently shaping the future of search beats futilely fighting against inevitable transformation. The company proved that even Google isn't invincible when faced with fundamentally better user experience powered by genuinely superior technology meeting actual human needs rather than advertiser demands.
4. Mistral AI, Europe's champion. Mistral AI, founded in Paris in 2023 by former DeepMind and Meta researchers, rapidly became Europe's fastest-growing AI startup and a genuine global competitor, reaching a remarkable $6 billion valuation in under 18 months. Their dual commitment to open-source AI principles while simultaneously building a sustainable, profitable commercial business model definitively proved that Europe could compete at the highest levels of AI innovation against Silicon Valley giants. What makes Mistral exceptional is technical excellence meeting business pragmatism. Their models consistently punch dramatically above their weight class, matching or exceeding the performance of much larger models from better-funded competitors while maintaining superior efficiency and lower computational costs. This efficiency translates directly into significant cost savings for customers, making Mistral exceptionally attractive for companies needing to deploy AI at massive scale without breaking their infrastructure budgets or requiring extensive hardware investments. The financial performance validates the strategy. Revenue growth reportedly exceeds 400% year-over-year, with the company tracking confidently toward $500 million in annual recurring revenue by late 2026. Major European enterprises, increasingly concerned about data sovereignty and regulatory compliance under GDPR and the EU AI Act, chose Mistral specifically for its European roots, transparent approach, and ability to deploy models on-premises or in EU-only data centers. Their success shattered the myth that competitive AI requires closed, proprietary approaches. Mistral demonstrated conclusively that open-source models and commercial success aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, openness can accelerate innovation, build trust, and create sustainable competitive advantages in an increasingly regulation-conscious global market demanding transparency and control.
5. Scale AI, the data powerhouse. Scale AI evolved dramatically from a relatively simple data labeling service into absolutely critical infrastructure powering AI model training across the entire industry. Revenue crossed $1.5 billion annually with sustained 200% plus year-over-year growth, making it one of the most profitable companies in the AI ecosystem despite operating largely behind the scenes. The transformation happened because leading AI companies reached a crucial realization. Data quality, not raw quantity, has become the primary bottleneck limiting model performance improvements. Scale responded by investing aggressively in sophisticated data curation techniques, advanced synthetic data generation capabilities, and highly specialized labeling workflows for complex domains like autonomous vehicles requiring pixel-perfect annotations, advanced robotics needing 3D spatial understanding, and medical AI demanding expert-level accuracy. This deep domain expertise became increasingly invaluable as foundation model requirements grew exponentially more sophisticated and nuanced. The strategic evolution continues accelerating. Valuation climbed past $14 billion in early 2026 as Scale systematically expanded far beyond traditional labeling into comprehensive data generation services, rigorous model evaluation frameworks that benchmark AI capabilities objectively, and broader AI infrastructure offerings. They're deliberately positioning as an essential platform rather than merely a service provider, becoming the infrastructure layer that every serious AI company depends on. Their client roster reads like a who's who of AI: OpenAI, Meta, Microsoft, Toyota, and hundreds of enterprises building proprietary models. Scale captured a truth others missed. In the AI revolution, high-quality training data is as valuable as the models themselves, creating a massive, defensible business in the picks and shovels category that benefits regardless of which specific AI companies ultimately dominate.
6. Cohere, enterprise infrastructure leader. Cohere quietly became one of the AI industry's fastest-growing companies by methodically solving the specific problems that actually keep enterprise CIOs awake at night, deploying powerful AI capabilities without crippling vendor lock-in, while maintaining complete control over sensitive proprietary data and customized models. Their flexible deployment architecture allows their sophisticated language models to run seamlessly on-premise within customer data centers, in carefully controlled private cloud environments, or through standard API access, giving enterprises the precise control and security they absolutely require. This strategic positioning made Cohere the overwhelming choice for industries where data security, regulatory compliance, and operational sovereignty aren't nice-to-haves but existential requirements. Major financial services institutions processing confidential transactions, healthcare organizations managing protected patient information under HIPAA, government agencies handling classified materials, and defense contractors working on sensitive national security projects. These customers pay premium prices because Cohere solves problems that general-purpose AI providers simply can't address adequately. The financial results validate this focused strategy. Revenue growth estimated at 250% year-over-year, with company valuation climbing past $5 billion in recent funding rounds, and trajectory suggesting significantly higher valuations as enterprise contracts expand and deepen. Major clients include Oracle, Salesforce, and numerous Fortune 500 companies that can't publicly discuss their AI deployments due to competitive sensitivity. Cohere's remarkable success demonstrates a crucial market lesson. Sometimes the fastest, most sustainable growth doesn't come from chasing the largest total addressable market or the sexiest consumer applications. It comes from being the absolute best, most trusted solution for specific, highly valuable market segments willing to pay premium prices for capabilities that precisely match their critical needs.
7. Hugging Face, the AI GitHub. Hugging Face successfully transformed from a simple model repository into what's now universally recognized as the GitHub of artificial intelligence, the essential default platform where AI innovation happens globally. With over 10 million registered users spanning researchers, developers, students, and enterprises, plus more than 500,000 hosted models covering every conceivable AI application, it has become the undisputed destination for AI development, collaboration, and distribution across the entire ecosystem. But the explosive growth story extends far beyond impressive community metrics. Their commercial offerings targeting enterprise customers generate sustained 300% plus year-over-year revenue growth as major corporations, including Amazon, Microsoft, Bloomberg, and Intel, pay substantial sums to securely host proprietary models, efficiently fine-tune foundation models on their specific data, deploy production AI applications at scale, and leverage Hugging Face's sophisticated infrastructure without building everything from scratch internally. The strategic evolution continues. Valuation surged past $4.5 billion in early 2026 funding rounds, with strong momentum suggesting significantly higher valuations ahead as the platform expands. Hugging Face is systematically building a complete end-to-end platform encompassing the entire AI lifecycle, from initial development and experimentation through rigorous testing, collaborative refinement, production deployment, monitoring, and continuous scaling. New offerings in model evaluation, dataset management, and AutoML democratize capabilities previously available only to well-funded AI labs. The brilliant strategic insight: by becoming essential infrastructure that every AI developer and company depends on, regardless of their specific approach or competitive position, Hugging Face grows automatically with the entire market rather than betting on particular winners, creating a remarkably defensible position in the rapidly evolving AI landscape.
8. Runway ML, AI Video Revolution. Runway ML's explosive trajectory represents nothing less than the democratization of professional video creation at unprecedented scale. Their user base skyrocketed from thousands of early adopters to over 20 million creators worldwide, with paid subscribers increasing at a staggering 400% plus year over year as the platform transitioned from experimental curiosity to essential production tool. Gen 3's highly anticipated release marked the critical inflection point, where quality and controllability finally reached the threshold where working professionals could confidently use AI-generated video for actual client projects and commercial releases, not just internal experiments or proof of concepts. The industry adoption tells the transformation story. Major Hollywood studios, including Lionsgate and entertainment companies, are actively integrating Runway into production pipelines for everything from concept visualization to final effects shots. Leading advertising agencies now routinely pitch campaigns built entirely around AI-generated video capabilities that dramatically reduce timelines and budgets. Global brands create diverse, localized video content at scale that would be economically impossible using traditional production methods, requiring location shoots, talent, crew, and extensive post-production. The economic impact is revolutionary. Complex video content that once required weeks of coordinated effort from dozens of specialists and budgets exceeding tens of thousands of dollars can now be created by a single talented creator in hours for a fraction of the cost, fundamentally reshaping creative industry economics. Financial performance reflects this transformation. Revenue growth estimated at 350% plus year over year, with company valuation climbing past $4 billion in recent funding. Runway isn't just building tools. They're enabling an entire generation of creators who previously couldn't afford traditional video production infrastructure to create genuinely professional, compelling visual content that competes directly with traditionally produced work.
9. Character.ai, consumer sensation. Character.ai achieved something truly remarkable and extraordinarily difficult in the AI landscape, building an application that millions of people actively choose to use daily because they genuinely want to engage with it, not because workplace requirements or productivity pressures force them to. The platform reached the milestone of 100 million users faster than almost any consumer application in technology history, outpacing Instagram, TikTok, and other social media darlings, with the truly astonishing metric of over 2 hours average daily engagement per user, rivaling the stickiness of the most addictive social platforms. The monetization success validates the engagement. Premium subscription offerings, called Character.ai Plus, generated explosive 500% revenue growth year over year as users willingly paid for enhanced features like priority access, faster response times, and advanced character creation capabilities. For consumer AI applications still struggling to prove business models beyond enterprise sales, this demonstrated willingness to pay validates genuine perceived value creation beyond temporary novelty or curiosity-driven experimentation. Company valuation climbed decisively past $5 billion in early 2026 as investors recognized that Character.ai successfully cracked the notoriously difficult consumer AI code. Users create and interact with AI characters representing historical figures, fictional personas, celebrities, and entirely original creations for entertainment, companionship, creative writing collaboration, language learning, and emotional support. The diversity of use cases, combined with deeply personal engagement patterns, creates powerful retention and word-of-mouth growth. Character.ai definitively proved that thoughtfully designed consumer AI applications can achieve massive scale, extraordinary engagement, and sustainable monetization rivaling traditional social platforms, opening a path for the next generation of consumer-focused AI companies to follow and expand upon.
10. Adept AI, the action AI company. Adept AI is building something fundamentally different from conversational assistants. AI agents that don't just chat or provide information, They take autonomous action on your behalf, directly controlling software applications, navigating complex interfaces, and intelligently automating entire multi-step workflows that previously required constant human oversight and decision-making. Their Act 1 model can understand natural language instructions like find the top candidates and schedule interviews, and then actually execute those tasks across multiple applications, opening calendars, sending emails, updating spreadsheets with minimal human intervention. Early enterprise deployments demonstrate compelling, measurable value. Beta customers report productivity increases of 40 to 60% in specific targeted workflows like data entry, research synthesis, report generation, and routine administrative tasks. Finance teams that spent hours reconciling accounts now oversee AI agents doing the work in minutes. Sales operations that manually enriched leads now have AI handling the entire process automatically and more thoroughly than humans ever could sustainably. This concrete value proposition translates directly into explosive growth and investor enthusiasm. Industry analysts estimate valuation climbed past $1.5 billion, despite the company founding only in 2022, with some suggesting it could reach $3 billion by late 2026 as more enterprises deploy action-based AI at scale. Customer retention rates reportedly exceed 95%, with net revenue expansion consistently above 150%, as successful pilots expand rapidly to additional departments and use cases, strong signals of genuine product-market fit rather than experimental curiosity. The strategic insight, conversational AI that answers questions is undeniably valuable, but AI that actually completes tasks and manages entire workflows is fundamentally transformational, potentially reshaping how knowledge work gets done. Adept positions itself at the absolute cutting edge of this transformation.
What do you think? Which companies will dominate in 2030? What did we miss? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this valuable, please like and subscribe. We're covering the AI revolution as it happens. The future is being built right now. Understanding who's growing and why isn't just interesting, it's essential to understanding where we're all heading. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.